Guardian Home Inspection, Form Shoreline Inspection for 1946 West 79th Street, Los Angeles, Cal 90047. The property faces north, but I'm going through a clean out located on the east side of the property. So what I'm going to do is visualize the interior workings of your main sewer line. This sewer line is ABS, 3-inch ABS. It's called ABS because the real name is acrylon nitrile butadiene styrene. So it's just easier to say ABS. So this is all ABS here. It looks good. So when the property is built, they didn't use ABS. So this is all new, which is good. That's a good thing. And then once we get to the actual structure line, it transitions here to cast iron. This is cast iron, has age-related wear. See how far I could push this? So they didn't replace all the line here. It has some moderate wear, age-related wear, but it's okay. I think I would have probably been better off replacing that one section, but it's not that long. Alright, so a couple numbers to look at is 53 10 inches, and then that's distance traveled, and then -5, -4, -6 is the degree of the pipe, the slope. So that number should always be a negative. So it's negative slope. I have the kitchen sink water turned on. You can see it has a little water gushing there, and it's flowing properly, so that's good. That's a good sign. So 67 feet out. Sorry for all the shaking here. At some point it's going to transition to clay, so that's clay there. So at 76 feet, it transitions to clay. So far I'm having a good time. This is an easy inspection so far. Sometimes it's hard to push these cameras, but right now it's looking pretty good. I don't see any issues so far, and it's flowing properly. So we're at 95 feet out. So the goal is to get to the city connection, the city sewer as they call it. Little minor tree roots right there. See that at 3 o'clock? Very minimal. I'm getting a great picture today. Sometimes I don't. Instead, there's a little tree root ball at 107 feet. So it goes from 6:30 to 9. 6 to 9. So push past that. Past it. There was a little bit of tree root ball. So that's the city connection right there. That is. Looks like a little bit more right there. A little bit more tree root right there at the city connection. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I flushed the toilet here. We should see a gush of water come out in a second. And unfortunately, you do have a little tree root ball right at the city connection area. I'm hoping that we could hydrojet that. There's that gush of water. So I can't see that little section. And see, it's right there. Right there. See that little ball there? So that's at the city connection. I'll be right back. So, okay, so I did find, there's the city connection, city saddle, but then there is an obstruction right there, and it's, when it starts to turn, you'll be able to see it right there. So it's at 3 o'clock, and then, so that's located at the city connection right underneath the city street. So in order to repair that, you open up the city street and then you fix that. You replace that section, which is an undertaking. So maybe a hydrojet, and then knowing that you are going to have to service the line every maybe 2 years, have a hydrojet again. So it's two options: hydrojet, and then have continuous service it every hydrojetting every 2 years, or fix it. So now I'm just going to start retracting back, and then I'll show you. There's another one. This is all clay. Right there, that's the other one. And that's close. That's pretty much on the city street as well, sidewalk area. So I'll just note that, so it's like, what, 30%? But see, it's lower, the lower area. So then if it was up top, it wouldn't be too worrisome, but it's where the water travels. Yeah. So other than that, those two issues, So now I'm just going to retract my camera. I'm recording all this. I already recorded all of it, so this is kind of boring stuff. But when I was pushing, I was like, oh, this is good. And then it was easy to push. I didn't have any problems.
Good.
So everything was, the proper slope. That's distance traveled, and that's the degrees.
Okay.
So -7, that's a good slope, which is good. But other than those 2 root balls, so I guess.
But it can be resolved.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not major issues, but can be resolved.
It can be resolved.
Before moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would have to be. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is ABS. And then there is a section of cast iron. It has a little bit of wear. I'll show you. But
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, decent.
That's the cat. Across the street.
Yeah, this is good. ABS.
So they replaced all that up to a certain point. So can you show us in the front, like around where it might be?
Oh, I have to go back and locate it. It's going to be, here's a cast iron. I could.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could.
It's
and then I'll
okay.
tell you how deep it is as well.
That would be great.
Yeah,
just so
why
that I
not?
can, I'm sorry, Frank.
Yeah, no. Usually I do, but since it was at the... Okay, I spotted that. It's right underneath the city street. More on the other side of the line, about 7 feet deep, following the main water supply meter area.
Have to write that.
Alright, so that's that cast iron area. I'm just retracting my camera out. So we have 2 root issues. One's at the city saddle, the city connection, right at the main. And then the other one is, 10 feet, 5 feet away. And they're both located in the middle of the street, about 7 to 8 feet deep. So I do recommend having a licensed plumber come out and further review and repair as needed. You could either hydrojet and then hydrojet every few years or so, or dig into the city street and repair it. So those are the 2 options. All right, thank you very much.